Good day everyone. We are Group 2 and our report is all about moral and ethical basis of business. So what is moral and ethical nga ba? Moral, ito yung mga paniniwala natin tungkol sa kung ano ang tama at mali. Katulad nito ang konsensya lang. And ethical or ethics, ito yung mga alitutunin o standard na sinusunod natin sa ating mga kilos, lalo na sa trabaho. Ito yung mga rules na sinusunod natin para mas maging maayos ang pakikitungo natin sa ibang tao. So, moral and ethical basis of business, ito yung mga rules o paggawa ng tama na dapat sundin ng isang negosyo. Sa madaling salita, a business should do what's right, not just make money. It's like being a good person, but in the business world.
There are three models of management ethics. First is moral. It refers to the principles or beliefs that guide us to understand what is right and what is wrong. Kailangan ito ng isang business or company para makagawa sila ng maayos na desisyon at action. Example nito is kapag nagkaroon ng problema sa isang company or business, since alam mo ang tama at mali, alam mo kung paano susolusyonan ito. The second model is amoral, which means lacking of moral sense, having or showing no concern whether their behavior is morally right or wrong. There are two types of amoral. These are intentional and unintentional. Intentional, they are aware of what is right and wrong, but they choose to ignore it because they believe that business operates on their own set of rules. Unintentional, meaning lack of moral awareness. They may be careless or insensitive to the potential harm or negative consequences to their action. And the last model is immoral, refers to the behavior that is knowingly wrong. Alam nila ang tama at mali, pero mas pinipili nilang gawin ang mali. Example nito, yung mga business or company na nagsisinunod sa mga customers nila. Isa rin sa example dito is yung mga pagmamanipula ng financial ligtas.
Why do people behave ethically? Or bakit nga ba gumagawa ng tama ang mga tao? Most of us behave ethically. First is to obey punishment para hindi maparusahan or para makaiwas sa parusa. For example, ayaw gumawa ng masama dahil baka mapagalitan ako. Second, to get some reward for being good or para makakuha ng gantimpala sa pagiging mabuting tao or pagiging mabait. For example, dapat tumulong ba ako, pupulinin ako, or pag tumulong ako, pupulinin ako. Many of us behave ethically. First, to be agreeable and acceptable to family, friends, and superior. For example, nag-overtime ako dahil gusto ko matapos agad yung project ko para mas maging agreeable sa boss ko or para hindi siya ma-disappoint. Second, to be a good citizen. Ito ay pagtulong sa komunidad at lipunan, pagsunod sa batas at paggalang. It's about being responsible and caring for the community around you. And lastly, few of us behave ethically to do what is right. Para gumawa lang ng tama. Ito yung paggawa ng tama kahit walang nakakita.
There are times, of course, when we doubt our decisions or actions. After all, values and morals are personal. What is considered proper for some does not equate to be the same for all. It all depends on the following: the person, the perspective, and the recipient, as to how one would view and accept the said conduct.
Now we have shareholders and stakeholders. In shareholders, it refers to individuals or entities that own a share of company stocks. However, on stakeholders, these are the broader groups that include anyone's affected by a company's actions. Now, what are the key differences? Imagine this way. We have a school. Those schools have students, teachers, employees. Now, those are the stakeholders. However, shareholders are those people who invested money on that school.
Stakeholders are divided into two, external and internal. Sa external, external, meron tayong customer, local community, creditors, suppliers, and government. Sa internal naman po, kabilang ang owners, investors, board and director, managers, and employees. Sa external, meron customers. Customer is individual organization na nag-purchase ng good or service from the business.
Local community naman, ito yung community within the area of the business. Creditors, those are people who lend money into a business.
And sa suppliers naman, ito yung nagpo-provide ng raw materials and good service sa isang business. Lastly, government, ito yung nag-i-enforce ng regulation and policies na nakaka-apekto sa isang business.
Now we have internal stakeholders. The internal stakeholders naman, meron tayong owners. These are the people who have legal possessions or control over a business, property, or assets. Next is investors. Those are people who put their money into a business with the expectation of earning a profit. Next is board of directors. These are the group of people who are elected to oversee and make decisions for a company. Managers. The managers naman, these are the people who are responsible for planning, organizing, leading, and controlling resources to achieve a specific goal.
Employees naman, ito yung mga nagtatrabaho sa isang organization o sa isang kumpanya.
So the next is the fourfold test in decision-making evaluation. First is truthfulness. Sa truthfulness, ay dito dapat tayo maging tapat sa ating mga consumer or sa mga empleyado. Example nito ay pag naging tapat tayo sa ating mga consumer, willing tayong ibigay ang kanilang hinihiling or kanilang gustong malaman about sa product. And the next is fairness. Fairness, dito dapat tayong maging fair sa ating mga customer or sa mga empleyado. Example ng fairness. Pag fair ka sa isang kumpanya or fair ka sa mga empleyado nito, mas lalo silang mamomotivate na magtrabaho pa ng maayos upang maging maganda ang resulta ng inyong kumpanya. The third is goodwill. Dito dapat tayong maging maayos ang ating pakikitungo sa ating mga customer, empleyado, or sa mga consumer upang maging maganda ang ating image sa kanila. For example, maganda ang trato nila sa kanilang mga customer o sa kanilang mga consumer. So, magiging maganda ang image nila sa mga ito and may chance na balik-balikan sila ng mga customer. And the next is beneficial. Sa beneficial naman, dapat iniisip nila dito kung makikinabang rin ba ang iba sa kanilang mga proyekto. Example, sa ating mga coffee shop, hindi lamang sila makikinabang dito dahil makakatulong din sila sa ating mga local farmers para sa pang-araw-araw na pangkabuhayan. So, the next is the principle of commendable in business ethics. So, the first is trustworthiness. Dito ay dapat tayo maging katiwa-tiwala at maaasahan upang maging maayos ang pakikitungo sa atin ng mga customer or consumer and upang maging maganda ang image ng isang kumpanya. So, the next is transparency. Dito ay dapat sila maging tapat sa kanilang sarili and sa kanilang katrabaho upang mas tumibay ang pagtitiwala nila sa isa't isa and upang maging maganda ang resulta ng kanilang pagsasama sa loob ng kumpanya.
Pangatlo, community involvement. Dapat tayong makibahagi sa mga proyekto na makakatulong sa ating komunidad ng bukal sa ating loob. Pang-apat, be responsible. Dito ay dapat nating gampanan ang ating obligasyon at responsibilidad sa ating trabaho or sa ating kumpanya. Pang-lima, accounting control. Dito ay dapat nating siguraduhin kung nare-record ba ng tama ang pumapasok at lumalabas na pera sa ating kumpanya upang malaman kung kumikita or nalulugi pa ba ang isang kumpanya.
Pang-anim, respectful. Dito ay dapat tayo maging maayos ang ating pakikitungo sa ating mga katrabaho or sa mga taong nakapaligid sa atin upang maging maganda ang resulta ng pagpapatakbo sa isang kumpanya at upang maging maayos ang mga relasyon nito sa isa't isa.
Steps to ethical decision making in business. Imagine I am the boss of a small online store selling cute accessories. Here are the 4 steps. First, consider option. As the boss, kailangan kong isipin ang magiging desisyon ko or kailangan kong piliin na mabuti ang magiging desisyon ko. For example, pwede ba akong magbenta ng kitchen sa mas mababang presyo? Or pwede
First, we have utilitarian model. This is an ethical theory that suggests actions are right if they promote the greatest happiness or well-being for the greatest number of people. Or paano natin may happy ito sa decision making? Now, sa paggawa ng desisyon, mas dapat natin isipin ang kapakanan ng nakakarami kung makakabuti ba ito sa kanila. Next is moral rights. It protects people's basic rights and dignity, ensuring they are treated fairly and with respect. Sa sinasabi dito, sa paggawa ng desisyon, kailangan din natin isipin ang karapatan at dignidad ng isang tao. Sunod naman ay justice. Distributing benefits and costing fairly and equally. Sa paggawa ng desisyon, kailangan makatarungan din, hindi basta-basta.
Now, we proceed to the rules and underlying principles of a business. We have 4 basic principles of business rules. We have number 1. Rules are subject to change.
Madaling salita, ang mga rules and regulations ng isang kumpanya o business ay nagpapabago-bago depende sa panahon para makasunod sa market trends at para makapag-provide ng good service sa mga customers.
Number 2. There is no such a thing as absolute business rules in any business models.
Meaning, hindi porket gumana ang rules na ginawa ko sa kumpanya ko ay gagana na rin ito sa ibang kumpanya.
Number 3. There is no business rule really say there are.
Ethical standards in business aren't inherently fixed. They are shaped by the choices, actions, and values of the people involved. It's a call to proactively define what's right because silence or inaction allows anything to go.
Number 4. A business rule should be always feasible.
Ang ethical business rule ay dapat gumagabay sa kilos o asal ng hindi humihingi ng imposibleng bagay. It should balance moral ideas with practical realities para totoong sundin ito ng mga employees.
I hope you learned something from us.
We are